start? Okay, yesterday we started talking about the conversation that we had, but we didn't start listening to it yet and listening to the conversation and answering the questions, sorry. So let's listen. I need you please to pay attention in order to finish quickly.
4. Conversation.
Wow, look at all those bags. I wouldn't buy any more if I were you. I think you're going to regret spending so much money today. You bought 4 sweaters, 3 dresses, and 2 pairs of shoes.
Actually, I bought 3 pairs of shoes, but don't worry, I'm not buying another thing. I don't think I could carry anything else. And anyway, after all this shopping, I'm officially broke.
Let's go so that you're not tempted to buy anything else. Hey, where are you going?
Look at this gorgeous sweater.
Didn't you just say you weren't going to buy another thing?
Yeah, but now I'm not so sure. I hardly have any red sweaters. This one is adorable.
I thought you were broke. I would just walk away from it if I were you.
Well, I do have my credit card.
I don't think using your credit card is a good idea. Think carefully about it before you blow more money on more clothes.
You're right. I'd better not max out my credit card. Okay, I'm going to show some self-control. If I stay here another minute or two, I'll break down and buy it. So quick, let's beat it.
Okay, so this was a conversation between Amal and her friend Farah. Now, where do you think they are? Where do you think they are? From the conversation, they didn't say exactly where they are, but we can understand from the conversation that they are where? Yes.
The mall.
Thank you. Yes, Romana. Thank you. Yes, Lilas. They are at the mall. From the conversation, they are talking about shopping and stuff. So they are at the mall. Now, for Farah, she bought many things. For Amal. As Farah said that she bought 4 sweaters, 3 dresses, 2 pairs of shoes. All of those things she bought it in at the mall, sorry. But she wants to buy another thing. But according to her, after all this shopping, I'm officially broke. What is the meaning of broke, Khalid? It has
Doesn't
2
have
meanings.
any money left.
Yes, Manar, very good. The broke is a word that has 2 meanings, okay? Which means one of the meanings is that when it means something that is actually broke, literal meaning, okay? يعني شيء مكسور. And if it's related to money and buying stuff, it means that I don't have any money left. So, for example, let's say how I'm going to bring this word in the exam. I would say that I am I can't buy the new phone because I am rich or low. Which one is the correct answer? I can't buy the new phone because I am which one? Yes, Ilaf?
Broke.
Thank you, because I am broke, which means I understand that I don't have money. It's not rich, not low. Okay. Now, also according to the conversation, Farah said that when Amma said that she wants to buy some red sweater, and she said that this red sweater was really nice and gorgeous, Farah said to her friend, think carefully about it before you blow your money. When I say blow your money, what is the meaning of blow? Is it a good meaning or a bad meaning? When you blow something out, which means? Yes? which means ثالث. When I say blow, think carefully about
Waste
it.
money.
Yes, when you waste your money. So for example, again, how I'm going to write a question, you're late enough. Don't your money away. Keep it. You're late, yeah, Dania. Yes, Ilaf, yes. Keep it for something more important. So I would say spend or blow or, for example, buy. Which one is the correct answer? Don't your money away. Keep it for something more important. What do you think the correct answer here? Yes, Ranim?
No.
Yes, blow. I understand from the sentence that I should keep my money for something important, which means, yes, Lilas and Ilaf, which means a blow. You can take a screenshot, Salis, if you want to see it later. I record the lesson, but if you want to take a screenshot. Okay. The next thing is that when Amal said, you are right, I had better not max out my credit card. What is the meaning of max out? When your mother gave you 1,000 riyal in your credit card, let's say, and she would tell you that don't max out your credit card, which means, did she tell you that don't spend 500 riyals or spend 500 riyals only? No. When I say don't max out something, or don't max out actually my credit card or your credit card, it means don't. It's written ثالث. Don't what?
Spend up to the limit.
Yes, spend up to the limit. Every credit card has a limit according to the money that you have. So for example, let's say that your credit card was has zero money. And then your mother gave you 1,000 riyal and she told you, don't max out your credit card, which means don't spend all the money that you have in your credit card. Okay, clear? Is the meaning clear, Salis?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. The last one now, Amal, she doesn't want to max out her credit card, so she said, so quick, let's beat it, which means so quick, let's what? Let's
Leave quickly.
Yes, let's leave quickly or let's leave it quickly. Okay, so this was about the which is the most important thing in the conversation. Now that is because we don't have time, as you know. That's why I'm going quickly and I'm focusing only the most important thing, which is vocabulary. Right. The next thing that we have is this listening. Okay, it's very easy. Just you have to listen carefully. We're going to listen and stop. Okay. In this one, you're going to listen to a lecture about advertising technique. Okay. Right. You will have here advertisements, and you're going to see which technique they use in each advertisement. Now let's listen.
Page 73. 5. Listening. Listen to the lecture about advertising techniques. Then identify the kind of technique each product uses.
Good morning, and welcome to the class Advertising 101. You are here today because you want to learn the secrets behind how advertisers sell to consumers. As you become more familiar with the techniques advertisers use to sell their products, you will notice that these same approaches pop up again and again, selling everything from toothpaste to tires and life insurance to laundry detergent. Let's take a look at some of these techniques. Endorsements are one of the most popular types of advertising techniques.
Okay, so what was the first one that he had mentioned? One of the most popular techniques. What was it? Listen again.
Endorsements are one of the most popular types of advertising techniques.
So, what is it? Did you get it?
Endorsement.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Manar. Thank you, Ilaf. It is endorsement. Now you're going to see what is the meaning of this technique, endorsement.
This technique shows a famous person promoting the product. Because viewers admire and want to be like the person, they may want to use the product. Here is an example.
I'm famous for my smile, but I owe that smile to Sparkle Bright toothpaste.
Another
Okay, endorsement means they give what? A celebrity or someone who is admirable or admired by the people. So they will tell them or tell the celebrity, you have to do this advertisement. So the people what? Will have this what? Thing that they want to be like you. And this way it's called endorsement. The second one.
popular advertising technique is called the bandwagon technique.
So what is the second one? Listen again.
Another popular advertising technique is called the bandwagon technique.
It starts with B.
Bandwagon.
Thank you, Lilas. And you have a nice profile photo. It's called the bandwagon technique. Bandwagon technique, let's see what is the meaning of this technique.
To jump on the bandwagon is an idiom that means to join something simply because it is fashionable. So when advertisements use this technique, they try to make viewers believe that they will be part of the popular crowd if they use the product. Listen to an example.
More and more people are switching to the refreshment of Do Top Cola. Don't you want to be one of them?
So the bandwagon technique, they will what? Tell you that, do you want to be like those people? Do you want to be like many people who are using our product? Okay, so many people, they want to be with the public, with other people. They want to be like them. So they call this technique the bandwagon technique. The second one, which is going to be the opposite.
The anti-bandwagon technique takes the opposite approach.
So what is the second one? Or the third one? It's the opposite. Okay, listen again. I know I'm going fast.
One of them?
The anti-bandwagon technique takes the opposite approach.
So he said the what?
The anti.
Yes, the anti-bandwagon technique. Thank you, Raneem. Ilaf. Was it Ilaf?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Ilaf. So the anti-bandwagon technique, it's the opposite. You don't want to be like other people, actually, not like the bandwagon.
It encourages consumers to feel that if they buy a certain product, they will show their individuality and be recognized as someone special.
When you're ready to break away from the pack, there's Indigo Jeans. Think for yourself. Indigo Jeans.
So the anti-bandwagon, it means that you want to be special. You want to be different from anyone else. The bandwagon, no, you want to be like other people. Now, number 4 and 5, they have the same technique. Listen.
Emotional appeal is a technique in which the advertiser tries to get the viewer to respond to the commercial with some kind of strong emotion. The advertiser wants the consumer to associate the product with the emotion. Listen to 2 examples of emotional appeal.
So, before we listen to the advertisement itself, number 4 and 5 is about
Emotional appeal.
Thank you, both of you. It is emotional appeal. Sometimes, Thalith, if you noticed this before, sometimes you watch an advertisement, okay? You don't know what is this advertisement yet. You don't know it's about which product, but you see those emotions. You see family gathering together. You see emotions between a mother and her son, okay? And then you discover that this, for example, this advertisement is about a phone or about a chicken, okay? So they call this emotional appeal. It doesn't have to be related to the product itself, but what they want the consumers to see their product and to feel for their product. Okay, like, did you finish this? Can I erase it? Done. Can I erase it? I have to answer quickly, ya Ola.
Yes.
Salad. Okay, thank you for telling me. The next thing that we have, it's something I don't know if you're familiar with or not, but the word to has different pronunciations. Now we're going to know two pronunciations. The one which is about before a consonant. Okay, if to was followed then by a consonant, then you would pronounce it as the word ta, as the beginning of the word tug. So you're going to say to relate or not understand. No, to relate. You can say to play. All of those things. But if it was before a vowel like A, all of the vowels, A, O, and I, then you're going to pronounce it more with more emphasis, like what? To. When you pronounce the word to, it's going to be the same. To understand, you can say to advertise. Okay, now listen please, and you will see the difference. Not very clear, but mostly clear with the before the vowels.
Page 73. 6. Pronunciation. The word to has different pronunciations. Before consonants, to is generally pronounced t, like the first sound in the word tug. Before vowels, to is generally pronounced to, like the word to. Listen and practice.
1. Good morning, and welcome to Advertising 101. 2. You are here today because you want to learn the secrets behind how advertisers sell to consumers. 3. Because viewers admire and want to be like the person, they may want to use the product. 4. The advertiser tries to get the viewer to respond to the commercial with some kind of strong emotion. 5. The advertiser wants the consumer to associate the product with the emotion.
Okay, as you listened, it was more obvious with the ones before the vowels. To associate, to advertising, all of those what? Before vowels, and we pronounce it more clear with to. But with before the consonant, no, it's would be quickly, to be, to get, see, not to, ta. Okay. Is it clear, Saleh?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Right. Now we're going to move to the reading passage. Okay. But before we start with the reading passage, after the pronunciation, of course, you know, there is what? Vocabulary building. Okay. The vocabulary building is all about the vocabulary that you will see now in the reading passage. To make it easy for us when we answer the question, I did what? I underlined the words, all the words that we have here. I underlined them in order to understand them while we listen and understand the passage. So it would be easy and quick for us to answer. Okay, so let's listen.
Pages 74 and 75. 8. Reading.
Ads everywhere. Do you buy it? For most people, it is virtually impossible to go through the day without seeing advertisements. From the time we wake up and flip on the TV or check our email, we are surrounded by advertisements. They are in magazines, on buses, on billboards, online, and on buildings, to name just a few of the places we see them throughout the day. According to a recent study, the average person is exposed to between 400 and 600 advertisements each day. This means that by the time we are 60, we will have been exposed to 40 to 50 million advertisements.
Okay, so in this introduction paragraph, it talks about what? Advertisement and how we see them every day in TV, in emails, in everything that we are exposed to. What is the meaning of the word exposed, Khaled? Something is exposed. The food is exposed. So what is the meaning of exposed? Something that is revealed. Yes.
Unprotected.
Yes, unprotected, something that is revealed, something that anyone can see. So how many advertisements the average person is exposed to in each day, according to a study? How many? Yes, Manar?
Between 400 and 600 advertisements each day.
Yes, thank you so much. So for us, as we are average person, we are exposed to 400 and 600 advertisements each day. Okay, let's see the next thing.
In the past, advertisements were usually designed to reach people in their homes through traditional approaches, like TV commercials and newspaper and magazine ads. However, people's viewing habits have changed dramatically in the last couple of decades. These days, people are less likely to give one form of media their full attention. For example, even if someone is watching TV, they are also often using the internet at the same time. Advertisers need the consumer's attention in order to promote their products. But because getting this attention is harder than it used to be, advertisers have been forced to find new ways of reaching the consumer. One unconventional place advertisements are
Okay, so here it says the things that we are usually see the advertisements on. What are those traditional advertisements approaches or places or things that we see advertisements on? We usually see advertisements where?
On TV.
Very good. We see them on like TV commercials. What else?
And newspapers.
Newspapers and magazines. Now, all of those things we are exposed to as consumers. All of us, me, you, all of us, we are consumers. What is the meaning of consumer? What is the meaning of consumer? When you go to a store and you want to buy something, you are a consumer for them. When you go to a restaurant and you want to eat there, you are a consumer. What is the meaning of consumer?
Zabon.
Yes, very good, Dana. It's what, as she said in Arabic, zabun, or we can say he is a customer. Okay, the next thing.
Popping up is in doctors' offices. In some doctors' offices, pharmaceutical companies advertise products on everything from boxes of tissues to the paper covering the exam table. Doctors get free products, and the advertisers get the consumer's attention. Similarly, advertisements are becoming more common in schools. Free products, such as book covers and educational posters, are offered by companies so that the company can advertise on these materials. In the U.S., a company called Channel One broadcasts a 10-minute news program followed by 2 minutes of commercials each day in 350,000 schools. Because the schools show these news programs, The companies give them thousands of dollars worth of much-needed audiovisual equipment.
Okay, in this paragraph, now the previous paragraph, it talks about the traditional ways, which is TV commercials, magazines, and newspaper. We know that, of course, we're going to find advertisements there. One of the what? Now, we're going to move on to the what? To unconventional places that we find advertisements on. What is the meaning of unconventional? Is it something common or not common?
Not common.
Yes, very good. Unconventional, something that is not common. A place that is not common that we see what advertisements on. Like what? Like what? What are the places that are not common to see advertisements on or unconventional? Yes, Thalith. Hello. It's mentioned. Not the TV commercials because it's common, it's traditional. One of the not traditional ways, which is when you go to, if you have something wrong with your body, you go to?
In the doctor's office.
Thank you. You go to the doctor's office. So if you remember, Thalith, when you go to the doctor office or to the dentist office, you can see that on the walls, they have those posters that talks about something, whether if you went to the dentist, they have advertisements of what? Of toothpaste. If you went to a dermatologist, you will see a poster on the wall of the doctor's office. You will see that poster about a cream or something, you know, related to taking care of your skin. Okay? So those are unconventional places that you find advertisements on. Now let's listen.
Advertisers have found that one of the best ways to get consumer attention is to place ads in unusual places. So, ads are popping up in all kinds of unexpected places, like pizza boxes, grocery carts, air sickness bags on airplanes, and even on pieces of food like bananas and apples. A television network recently imprinted its logo on 35 million eggs. They called the approach Eggvertisements. One of the strangest developments in advertising has been people selling advertising space on themselves. This mini trend began in 2005 when a man offered his face for advertising to the highest bidder on eBay. A pharmaceutical company won the spot, paying the man $37,375 to place a temporary sticker on his forehead to advertise one of their products. He may have been the first to offer such an unusual exchange, but he was not the last.
Okay, now here we have something they call technique or approach they call eggvertisement. It's something really fun. What is the meaning of eggvertisement, or where did this word comes from? How did they come up with this eggvertisement? From advertisement, it becomes eggvertisement. Why is that? What happened that they come up with this? Yes, they were selling eggs, and on those eggs, there were what? There were what?
Logos?
Yes, logos of a television network. This television network, they want people to see them. They want people to watch them, okay? So in order to what? Advertise for themselves, what did they do? They did advertisements. They have 35 million eggs and they printed their logo on their eggs, on the eggs themselves. What is the meaning of the logo? What is the meaning of a logo of something? The logo of McDonald's is M.
Symbol.
Yes, yes, very good. It's a shi'ar, also the symbol of a restaurant or a company or in any place. The last thing.
Perhaps the sneakiest form of advertising is called buzz marketing. This involves a company hiring people to create excitement about a product. In exchange for free products or money, these people pretend to talk about the product spontaneously in everyday settings to people they meet in their daily lives. Sometimes professional actors are even hired to pose as users of the product. If the technique is done correctly, the consumers do not even know that they were the target of buzz marketing. Lately, buzz marketing has been spreading to chat rooms, internet forums, and blogs. Wherever we go, advertisements seem to follow. Unless you're reading this article on a desert island, there's probably an advertisement close by. And there seems to be no limit to the lengths advertisers will go to in order to catch our attention. In the years ahead, we can expect advertisers to come up with even more creative, surprising, and outlandish forms of advertising in their ongoing efforts to grab our attention and our wallets.
Okay, in these two paragraphs, also in the first one here, he talks about one of the ways that people advertise their product. So those people, what did they do, or what do? They pretend they talk about the product spontaneously. What is the meaning of the word spontaneously? It's like, also the celebrity on Snapchat, they pretend to talk about the product spontaneously. They will say that this product, they have been using it for a long time. They cannot live without it. So they let us think that this is the product that they use in their everyday life. So what is the meaning of spontaneously?
عفوية.
Yes, very good. Or offhand, or what? Without caring, you know? And then it says here that in the year ahead, we can expect advertisers to come up with even more creative, surprising, and outlandish forms of advertisements. What is the meaning of outlandish? It's an adjective.
Strange or unexpected.
Yes, strange or unexpected, something that we were not familiar with. Okay, our time is up now, but tomorrow, inshallah, we're going to answer the vocabulary building, and then we're going to move on to another lesson. Do you have any questions, Alice?
No, thank you.
You're welcome.